Now, rural Odisha is a harried lot in country. They are now bearing the brunt of the country's highest inflation rate. The annual inflation rate released recently by National Statistics Office, that is NSO, makes this explosive revelation. Significantly, the national highest rural inflation has pushed Odisha to become the top pricey state in country. As per NSO, annual price rise in rural Odisha has broken the psychological barrier of 10% to touch 10.29%. Rural Odisha is now witnessing a double-digit inflation rate. The NSO data shows the consumer price index, that is CPI, for rural Odisha in January 19 was 140 points. The number in January 2020 has risen to 154.4. The price rise thus has been estimated at 10.29%. Odisha is the only such state to post such a steep price rise in last 1 year, that is 2019-20. In urban Odisha, the price rise is not as acute as in rural Odisha. The annual price rise is estimated at 8.16%. Odisha is sixth in country when it comes to steep price rise at urban centres. The gap between rural and urban inflation rate stood at a high of 2.13%, which is second highest in country. Importantly, this brings to glare the urban-rural divide of the living index in the state. The high rural inflation has thus pushed combined consumer price index, that's the CPI, for the month of January 2020 in Odisha to 9.72%. The inflation rate in December 2019 stood at 9.41%. Odisha was also the top pricey state in December 2019. In contrast, the price rise at the national level has been around 7.73%, which means commodities in Odisha have become costlier in January 2020 faster than the national average. The inflation rate based on combined consumer price index for the month of January 2020 in Odisha is highest in last half a decade. The CPI for Odisha was at 8.06% in January 2015. The high price rise in Odisha poses a question. Is Odisha heading towards the double-digit inflation rate of the 2009 era? Why the risk is, NSO data attributes the steep rise in rural Odisha to food commodities, and Odisha virtually depends on other states for food commodities. A glance at the CSO data shows it's the prices of vegetables that had jacked up the prices in Odisha. Pulses and eggs followed. Price rise in vegetables is attributed to seasonal shocks, and like other states, there is no high-level monitoring group over price rise in Odisha. Way back in 2010, there was a proposal to have Cabinet Committee on price rise, but it is yet to see the light of the day.